Been a few hours, but it felt like days. Only been days, but it felt like months. Been gone for a year, only know like once. Life moves fast when you do what you want.
I honestly don't know why I'm filming this video at this time of the night. It's 1:46 a.m. and it's raining, which I'm very sure, I don't know, I'll check probably after filming this particular clip. I'm very sure that the sound of the rain and the noise of the rain get into this video. But tell me why I'm filming this sort of realization video, if I call it that. I think it's my realization video. I don't know. I just finished filming the wrap of another video and I was having some sort of epiphany, YouTube epiphany, and I just thought to myself to just sit down and talk about how I feel about my YouTube career, my journey so far, and if YouTube is going to eventually become full-time or if I'm still just going to dabble in, dabble out. Like, is YouTube just my dabbling waters or is it full-time? Or is it going to eventually become full-time? And I just decided to talk about this on camera, record it for my own purpose. I don't know when it would come out. I don't know if it would come out, but fingers crossed it should come out. Yeah, I was just going through my channel and yes, I have my entire creator studio open here, and I just remembered why or how I even started YouTube and how I never actually thought YouTube embarrassing, unlike some other stories from other YouTubers that you would hear about their early days. I never thought it embarrassing, but I also know that I don't think that there's ever been a time that I didn't want to do YouTube full-time. Like, right from the very first video that I published on this channel, the very first time I picked up my camera, because I know that the first video that I published, I didn't shoot just once, so it's like I had 3, 4, 5 takes before what eventually went out. So what I'm saying is, right from the very first time I picked up my camera, I sure had the feeling or had the yearn to make YouTube one day my full-time career. But looking at things now, it's like reality is working, right? Reality is working over time. In fact, reality is working over time. So at some point in this journey, I had to juggle content creation alongside my previous jobs, alongside my studies, alongside becoming a wife, setting up my home, growing as a person and as an individual. And I think it was a whole lot. I was finding myself sprouting into different aspects of life that I couldn't really take control of at the same time. So I was just rolling on vibes for YouTube. I was just rolling on vibes pretty much, and I don't think that has done so well for me, yeah, if I'm being honest. Did I deal with imposter syndrome? No, I didn't. Did I deal with negative comments? No, I didn't. Did I deal with skepticism from my family and friends? Yes, a bit, especially my mom. I think there was a point when my mom was like, girl, I don't see you sustaining this thing. She actually said it, like she said it out to me. Yes, but then look at it. I want to believe that, okay, taking a trip down memory lane, my channel, looking at all the videos that I have successfully put out, I'm talking about videos, full-length videos and shorts. Well, I just started dabbling into shorts. Looking at it, I know that my technical and my creative skills, when I say technical and creative skills, I'm talking about my editing skills. Yes, I feel like I have grown so much in that aspect. It's kind of, I won't, it's kind of weird. I won't say weird, but people find it fascinating that this is actually what I do for a living. Now, not YouTube now, but content consultation or creating content for clients and directing content for clients. And then when someone says, "Oh, let me see what you do for yourself," please don't use myself to judge what I'm going to do for you. Because my entire journey, it's an entire script to be written. And one of these days, that script will be complete. But considering that this is what I do full time, I don't know. I know that there has been growth, and I think that's been the fulfillment for me on it. I feel like the day I'm going to put my all into this YouTube career with all I have learned on, in fact, they have it coming for them. They have it coming for them. I said so. They have it coming for them. But then, then there's the part where, yes, my channel is monetized. Like when I just tell people that my channel is monetized, they're like, "Gee, you're not taking enough from it. You're not utilizing what you have." Yes, my channel is monetized, but then reality check. You have to work. Actual work. You have to put actual content out to get the income. Yes, you have to. And I wasn't, or I am not churning out as much content as I should. So at that point, but when I think about the income and the expenses after I start earning well on YouTube, then I know that YouTube has to become very stable. And when I say very stable, I mean very stable. Yes, and also let's talk about the growth hacks, the strategic shifts, like the algorithm, alchemy, every single thing about YouTube algorithm, like having to have significant subscriber counts and view growth and all those things. Man, it's a whole lot of work. Like it's an entire chore on its own that's not even, I don't think it's really emphasized about for growing or small content creators like myself. It's a whole lot. Looking at it, it's like then they start talking about your niche refinement. Everybody's talking about consistent uploads. Everybody's talking about community engagement. I trust that there are a lot of people right now watching me and listening to me that can relate to what I'm talking about. Like this is our reality. Technically, this is our reality, and it's a whole lot of work. And by the time you found your niche, by the time you've decided that, okay, yes, YouTube is full-time for me, it's my career right now, which means I need to put in all the work, you now start talking about how to get your video ideas for content, presentation style. You have to work on your audience feedback. You have to work on what's trending on YouTube. You need to fit into what's cooking, so that it also helps to boost your videos. By the time you get into that aspect, it's like a whole lot of shebang on its own. And then AdSense, monetization, it's just a whole lot. Now let's take a leap of faith. I have decided to take a leap of faith. I don't know who is with me in taking this leap of faith, but I have decided to take this leap of faith. And after a lot of thinking, I have said YouTube definitely should come on as a full-time career. Doesn't mean that my remote jobs are going to stop, but I think if I tell myself, or now that I have told myself that YouTube is a full-time career for me, I probably need to report to work definitely every day, to get paid at the end of the month. which means YouTube is my employer and I need to report steadily. Well, that's an entire whole lot. Even just saying it is scary, but I think so. There's this part of the emotional roller coaster that comes with making YouTube your full-time career. The mix of this excitement. There's a mix of excitement, fear, belief, everything, especially when it's your first time attempting to be a full-time content creator. That's your first time really taking that attempt. You have made that decision, you have probably shut out every other thing, and you're saying, this is what I'm going to do to earn an income. Man, it's a whole mix of emotions. You need to be able to decide and work on building it as a brand or as a business any way that you deem fit. And if you're doing that, it means you need to set up business practices. You need to set up what times for posting, to be consistent with that. You need to draw and map an entire content calendar. You need to decide as well that you need to get used to picking up the camera. I think that's even where it is for me. Some things actually happen, like people even say that I'm content itself. Some things actually happen. I actually have done some things, and then I now remember that, oh, I actually have a channel, and if I had filmed this and posted it, it would have benefited one or two people or entertained one or two people. If you know you can relate to what I just said, just say something in the comment section or let me know that you can relate to what I just said. Like these things. And one thing about moments and this kind of things is you can't recreate it. You can't possibly stage it. It had happened and you were not filming, your camera wasn't on, and you just lost that part. And by the time it keeps happening over and over and over and over again, girl, believe you me, you get tired, and in fact you totally wipe it off your brain and you forget that you are on a journey to being a full-time content creator on YouTube. Okay, what does the future hold for me as a full-time content creator? Well, now this is the part that gets scary. This is the part where I need to decide that my day-to-day life might have to come into play or have to come into clips. And am I willing to let that much out yet? That I'm not certain of for now. But I think if I'm intentional about it, it's not even like, what am I even saying? It's not even like there's a lot that happens in my day-to-day life. I'm just a very boring human being. Anybody that heard me say that I want to let people into my day-to-day life now will be like, oh, there's something spectacular happening, she doesn't want to show us. Nada, nothing, just absolutely nothing. She's boring. Even as I'm filming this video and I'm looking at it, why do I just feel like I just finished filming an entire boring content? I think it happens. Let me take solace in the fact that I'm not the only one that feels this way sometimes. Back to the game. And then, so I'm that YouTuber now that they will expect that, okay, one day now, I'll now come here and come and give somebody YouTube advice. As serious as I am. Talking about my goals and plans for the channel and for my career. Oh, it feels good saying my YouTube career. It feels good. Okay, goals and aspirations. Yes, I think, am I aiming too small when I say I want to hit 5k subscribers? Let's see how that goes. Well, let's not say so much about it. Let me not even jinx it. Even though they say ask and you shall receive, but then at this point, let me not even jinx it. But I know that I have them, penned down somewhere, and I would really love to achieve them. So it's a work in progress. We're working on it already. Yes, we're working on it already. But then, yes, I think it's just going to take a lot of patience, a lot of perseverance, a lot of intentionality from me to make this a full-time career, but it's just really going to be so awesome. I think it's going to be the best feeling in the world for me eventually. And just like I put in clips here of my growth here on the channel, I know that this video will make it into another video I would make sometime in the future, talking about how I decided to turn YouTube into a full-time career for myself. And if there's anybody that's watching out there and you've had the kind of epiphany I have had at this time of the night, this is 2:17 a.m. my mates are sleeping and I was busy having YouTube epiphany. So just in case there's anybody that's had this kind of epiphany that I've had, and you've thought about your entire YouTube life and you're like, what to be done? What to be done? I'm sending you all my love. I'm sending you all my hugs. Yes, realization just hit us. Welcome to the WhatsApp group. And I just want to encourage us and say, we are going to do fine. We're going to do just fine. That's what I can say right now. We're going to do just fine. Yes. So, thank you for listening to my ramble. Thank you for listening to my... Thank you for being a part of my YouTube journey. It's not coming to an end. Why am I sounding like it's just come to an end? The journey just got started. The journey is just getting started. Yes. And see you in the next video. Yes.